Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. Stein. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Stein. And that'll be incomplete. Stein took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stein. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. at their own 29-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From midfield, here's Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Tua on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Going for it all. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken a 1st quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down, Bills.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Stein. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defense. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. Back deep, Dede Westbrook. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Bills nothing.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Chubb. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On On 3rd and 2. Stein got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Buffalo.
On 1st and 10. Stein. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Stein able to connect with Mims. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Bills first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stein. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Off the play fake. Stein. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 14.
From the gun, Stein. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They run with Howard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. They toss left to Howard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He's brought 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 23, the 40, 30, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Running with Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Number 45.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
On the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On second down, Tua going for the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Third down and 10.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stein, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Stein. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw. Kittle catching the slant. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They run, shove, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
1-yard line.
Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Tua to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stein, that's out to Chubb, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Bills will move the chains.
1st down, Buffalo.
Off play action. Stein. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stein got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, Stein. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete on the Hail Mary. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 20.
Making it happen.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
28, Jets 7.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Stein. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Oh, what a move. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tua. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Mike 28. Mike 28. Watch the slants.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the carry, it's Chubb. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Brought down at the
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nick Chubb.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Bills.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check 3.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Chubb, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
And they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. You ain't.
Tua on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Brought down at the 18.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they